Recently I made a community post about putting down Shugoki for good. And there's a couple reasons behind that. And in my community post, I went on to talk about how his out-of-stamina Oni charge will no longer be knocking people down as of May 2nd when the new season releases. I want to clarify a little bit. That's not the only reason I'm putting Shugoki down. I'm putting Shugoki down for a lot of reasons. I think the number one reason is that I'm kind of tired of having a character under my belt that everyone sees as cheesy. But all at the same time, I don't feel as cheesy because, in reality, especially once you get, beyond that Rep 100 mark, he's kind of bad in almost every aspect. His 50-50 is pretty okay, but if you manage to find someone who can get past that, Shugoki really doesn't have a whole lot in his kit. And that's kind of one of the main reasons I wanted to put Shugoki down for a very long time now. Originally, I wanted to play Black Prior. I wanted to see if I could main him and put Shugoki down for him, but aesthetically pleasing is where I kind of found Black Prior to be lacking. I didn't really ever feel like I liked Black Prior and his looks. And with that being said, I feel like Shugoki is one of the only characters I really ever liked, look-wise. And, obviously, Shugoki's just a fat little tub of blubber with next to one of the smallest movesets in the entire game. That's not always why I've liked him. I think the main reason I love Shugoki is because he had this demon-esque style lore behind him. And whenever I think about that and sit there and ponder about it, the reason that, he has so much involved in him lore-wise is because he was basically an Oni crossed with a person. And that's why he's so powerful in all of his executions. That's why he wields this giant kanabo that is just unorthodoxly large compared to a normal, we would call a kanabo today. It's basically just a giant war club at this point, and I've always found that to be really interesting. Shugoki's just a very powerful character overall, with his sumo-esque fighting style, the ability to bully people around, and to be able to be disruptive in pretty much all of his attacks. And whenever fighting an opponent, that's exactly what I try to do, is be disruptive. I've kind of come to the point now where I've realized I've crunched off of his hyper armor so much that maybe it's taken a toll on my reaction time a lot. And lately, playing with other characters such as Shaman, even Lawbringer, Conqueror, it doesn't matter who I play, I find myself struggling to keep up with light attacks. But as I've begun playing with them recently, I found myself really being able to actually, block them, parry them sometimes, not all the time. But I realized that the reason why is because back in Season 1 and 2 when I used to main Lawbringer, I didn't have near as many problems, and I always kind of was just curious on, where did my reaction time go? Why am I so shit at this? And that's because of Shugoki. I always focused so heavily on trading. I always focused so heavily on using my hyper armor to the fullest extent of its ability. And it kind of hit me, what am I going to do if this next hero isn't Shugoki 2.0? What am I going to do if I'm just stuck with Shugoki for good? And then it kind of also hit me that that's kind of what this game is. It's about learning a new character. It's about trying something new. Each and every character is so different in the entire roster that you can't use one's playstyle to fit someone else. It's about learning to adjust to your opponent's playstyle. It's about learning to adjust to other playstyles. It's about adjusting your own to fit each other's playstyle in group matches, brawls, duels, it doesn't matter. The game is solely based around adaptivity and reaction time. And that's something that's awesome. No other game out here in existence is like For Honor in any way, shape, or form. And I love that. I love it. Me and a lot of my friends have been talking recently about maybe For Honor isn't the problem, maybe it's just the community. And they're right. This game is beautiful. This game is amazing. I couldn't have asked to be a part of this community, and I don't want to be a part of any other community more than I do the For Honor community. There are other communities that I always talked about transferring to, such as the Pokemon community, Smash, Nintendo in general, things of that nature, but I always find myself coming back and wanting to play this. It's not because I dumped so much time into it like I thought I originally did, or because For Honor is, in fact, a source of income for me. It's because I enjoy it. sometimes I do feel rather like a masochist because I enjoy it. Sometimes, I'm getting ganked by 4 raiders all in the wall who are all kite stratting me, and Stampede charging me into a wall with infinite chain combos and things of that nature. But then there are times where I'm able to play Shugoki and just have so much fun. And I feel like this game has so much potential, so much to offer. I know I've said a lot of things about Ubisoft in the past, and I know I've said a lot of things about For Honor in the past, in general as well. But this game has really surprised me. And I think all I really need to do was open my eyes and actually think about how For Honor has really grown since the beginning, instead of continuing to look at the beginning like I always have. Every time I find myself looking back, I think about how strong the turtle meta was, how Revenge was absolutely phenomenally broken, and now I look at the game, and I understand that the developers are trying new formulas, new character creations, new niches in everyone's kit, and I have to think the creative minds behind this game must absolutely be going through hell and high water because of all the different things they've had to just think about. First, we had Black Prior, the character who was able to, flip anything in the entire game, basically block unblockables and reverse them in any way. And I've just constantly wondered, what are we going to get next? We have so many different niches in this game. Warden's Bash, Conqueror's amazing defense, Berserker and Shugoki basically being torn around hyper armor, Jang Jun's everything being an area attack, Tiandi being based around dancing Nuxia's traps. We have so many cool things in this game that we don't really think about when we're playing it. Everyone has this really neat formula, this really neat niche. And here they come again, another character, right around the corner, with a niche that no one thought really we could do, making a viable executioner. And that's something else I want to talk about. Well, I do, or I shouldn't say do anymore. Well, I have enjoyed Shugoki in the past. I don't anymore. And I don't want to steer away from For Honor simply because I'm bored of one character. After 64 reps and hundreds of hours dumped into this game, thousands of hours even, I don't want to just up and leave. I'm never going to do that. Not until they officially shut the servers down. I made that promise a long time ago that I'll always be here for you guys, and I'm not going back on my word now, and I never will. You guys made me what I am today. You guys let me learn so many different life choices just simply by being in this community and playing this game with you all. And I couldn't thank you guys more. Now, these are my last Shugoki games that you are watching. I'm not going to be playing them anymore. On stream, off stream, in videos, whatever it may be. I'm bored of them. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of playing a character that I personally am using as a crutch. No, I'm not using him as a crutch in the sense that he's a good character, like I was talking about earlier. I'm using him as a crutch in the sense that I'm not having to react to things because I'm using his hyper armor and out-predicting my opponent, rather than actually out-reacting my opponent. I feel like the ability to use my mind has taken me a long way in this community, especially in this game's lifespan, in the sense that I know that there are characters that I can out-trade, I know there are moves that I can outthink, I know that there's a lot that I can outdo with Shugoki. But sometimes whenever I find myself against a character, even someone as simplistic as Orochi, who simply only has light attacks and just a terrible kit overall, I can't do much. And it baffles me. Why can I fight someone as powerful as Berserker or Conqueror, but I can't deal with someone like Orochi? Well, it's because I've been using hyper armor the wrong way. I've been using it to constantly and consistently counter, rather than just counter sometimes. Now, I've pretty much said a lot of times that I'm a very subpar, below average gamer when it comes to this game, and I want to try to improve. That's why me and Chubbs enlisted in Infinite's tournament. That's why I want to just try to pick up characters who are better than Shugoki, that I actually can win things with, outside of just, me memeing around. I'm not saying that I want to be a tryhard, that I want to sweat every single time I play this game. I'm saying that Shugoki kind of lost his fun for me, sadly. So, I figure the way I look at it is if I play a character that I can have more fun with, you guys can have more fun watching me play it. I think that's a good decision overall, even business-wise. If I bring out a character who I think I can enjoy, like this new hero coming out, then I think that things will go pretty well for me. And with that being said, I'm not going to try to flex and say that I'm going to be the first to rep 50, 60, 70 with this new hero, but I am going to main him. I feel like this new hero is who Shugoki could have been. I believe it's called Hinakiri, something like that. Anyway, everyone's calling them Sakura, sort of like they used to call Blackbriar Vortiger. And I couldn't be more excited for a hero. I've never been this excited for a hero, and that baffles me. Today, everyone was talking about playing Mortal Kombat 11, and all my friends were, and I was just like, I want to play For Honor today, and that's so unlike me. I'm always up for playing anything other than For Honor, and today I was just like, no, I actually want to play For Honor. I want to try. I want to get better. I want to pick this character up when they come out, and I want to be good. I want to try. I want to put more than just my heart in something. I want to put my mind into it now. I want to be a better content creator. I want to be a better person. I want to be a better player. I want to be better. Not just at this game. At making content for you guys. I want to be better at making thumbnails, videos, live streams, whatever it is. I want to try. And I want to make everything I possibly can for you guys and be a better content creator. And I hope you guys will support me in that. But with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching these games in the background as sort of an homage to what I was able to accomplish with Shugoki whenever my back was to a corner. Whenever I needed to make a comeback, I knew I could do it sometimes with Shugo. Whenever I needed to actually focus, whenever I needed to put my game together, I know that Shugoki's a character I can go to. I'll never be the best Shugoki. I never was the best Shugoki. I'll leave that title to Mr. Boomsticks. And I think this is where I'm going to sign off with my Shugoki as well. This character has honestly been the character that I've been most attached to in my entire life in any game. Everyone has something different in every game that I've played. You know, I've played The Last of Us, I've played God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, and any game that I can think of, I've never been attached to a character more than I have Shugoki. And that's important for what I'm about to say. I don't know if anyone's ever had this, but a lot of gamers will know what I'm talking about. You'll play a game and you'll have almost this emotional bond to a character, even if, you know, obviously they're just a mix of ones and zeros. You'll feel this emotional bond if they die, if something happens to them, if anything of that nature goes on. You'll almost want to cry, or hell, maybe you do cry. And sometimes it's like, you know, they're dead, and I'm gonna avenge them. Or they're dead, and I'm going to do my best to fill that gap, to fill that void that they left behind. And I feel like that's kind of how I feel with Shugoki at the moment. Maybe there won't be a void. Maybe I won't have to avenge the character. Maybe I won't have to try even harder to accomplish what I've always set out to do in this community. But maybe instead it'll be a burden that I'm letting off of my shoulders, which is what I'm hoping for. But these are my last Shugoki matches. I was gonna put out a Shugoki guide, and I still might. If that's something you guys want, then by all means, let me know. I'd be more than happy to give you guys one. But for now, this is me, signing off of not For Honor, but just Shugoki. The next video will be someone else, and on May 2nd, expect to see me with a new main. I love you guys, and as always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Love you.